Today we're gonna build this amazing custom flight controller with Drehmflight VTOL as basics to control simple planes up to VTOL F-35s. Avontage and have fun with the video. The AFC unit will work in the end with normal planes with a tail configuration, a tail, a vertical stabilizer, and an elevator, but also on experimental VTOL planes like the F-35 we're gonna see next week. The basic of the flight controller, I call it AFC, Aeronautical Flight Controller, because cool names make the project always better. Remember, the basic is the Drehmflight flight controller from Nicholas Ram. You can watch his videos first. It's probably a good basic because I'm gonna use his design and his code and just gonna modify it. So I built the flight controller in December last year, but the problem was it has a bunch of cables. It's big. My cables always broke from the teensy. Not so good for my taste. So I cut some balsa wood and built a small frame. It's actually pretty cool because the dimensions are really small, but to get all the tech in. So my plan is relatively simple. I will just use the basic setup of it with the MPU, the sensor. I will put that on top. The computer will go into the box, and a little 11.1 volt to a 5 volt converter should be going also in the box because I don't have to get extra ESC power. So I built it together. See, the frame is also pretty light and it fits perfectly. But I have one problem. As you can see right now, I connected these little step-down converters that I got from Amazon and connected them to a switch and the banana port so they can plug my battery directly in. So sadly my camera died in the moment, so you can't see what happens next, but I can explain. I plugged it in and it gave some sparks and smelled really bad, so I think it's now destroyed properly. I don't know the real answer, but I tested it with a 9 volt battery and there was no problem, and it should go up to 28 volts and no problem. I think it's just because it's too much amps. The thing can only withstand 3 amps, but the battery has, of course, much more. So my idea was, fuck it, I'm just gonna use an ESC, plug it in, then supply the receiver and the thing with the same power, or just buy a real BVC, I think that's what it's called, thing, so I can plug it in directly again. The soldering was a real pain in the ass because it's small, it needs to fit in there, and everywhere is wood which gets burned. Well, eventually I got it and it's looking pretty nice. My experience with the Drehmflight VTOL code are a bit problematic, because when I first tried in December it didn't really work, but now I learned to program with it. So after the trial I get the radio connection. The teensy receives the signals from their receiver. The function is relatively simple. The receiver gives the signals to the teensy converts the signals with the help of the IMU data and then spits out new signals. You plug the servers and the ESCs on the ports on this side. I program a little program the first one for normal planes with a tail, a rudder. Also, I'm working right now on a version for VTOL plane, but that you're gonna see next video. So subscribe and hit the bell to don't miss that. After I plugged it in and tested it a bit more with my own code, it worked surprisingly well, and I could modify it like I want to. So I tested it with the body of my F-35, which I built in December for this, to test it, a VTOL thing. As I said, next video I'm gonna build it, I'm gonna finish it and actually fly it. So this video is just, it won't, sorry, but you don't see a plane flying with this controller. So first thought, I wanted it to build in the Kangaroo 2, which this plane you see right behind me. Sadly, it does not really work. I think it would work, but there's not enough space, simply. The Kangaroo is full with cables and shit. I think that the Drehmflight VTOL code is amazing. Once you understand it, you can build pretty much anything. So really check it out if you want to build VTOL or autopilot. Yeah, autopilot is a bit more precise, but you can customize it like this and not as easy as this. Thank you for watching. We see you next time. Ciao.